my God. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's your favorite swiveling swizzle stick, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I don't even really know exactly one reason that I wanted to make this video. It's just kind of a lot of different reasons. The main one being, I think if I weren't me, I'd be curious about this. And it is how much I spent on my channel this month being an influencer, buying makeup to review, and maybe other things too. I kind of just black out and say to myself, it's a business expense, and I don't even really think about it as real money because it's just something being reinvested back into my channel, and my channel can't function without me purchasing things for review. And I don't know, I think part of me is like, oh, maybe we'll dispel some kind of assumption. What are you doing, by the way? Like, what's your malfunction? Part of me is wanting to dispel some kind of assumption that influencers only review things that get sent to them, but I don't really think people think that anymore. Maybe that was the case a long time ago, but I think people really understand, especially an influencer of my size, which is, you know, I think of myself as being relatively successful, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm a pretty small channel, a modestly sized channel. You probably don't assume that I'm getting sent, you know, a gigantic PR box of every single new release that comes out. I'm not Tati, you know, I'm not just like overwhelmed with boxes arriving at my door every day. I'm very lucky, fortunate, and grateful to get the PR that I do get. And also, companies are not sending out just like crazy full collections in these like, you know, boxes with like videos implanted in them and everything anymore, because they started getting a lot of flack for things being not particularly kind to the earth. So all that to say, the climate has kind of changed as far as what I do for work is concerned. And also, I'm personally kind of morbidly curious to see exactly how much of my money is going towards reinvesting into my channel each month. So if you guys enjoy this, we will maybe do this every month, but I'm gonna go through every purchase that I made that I can attribute back to my channel, and then we will total it up at the end. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to start with my Sephora orders from June of 2022, and I'm going to tell you guys everything that I bought. I made 2 orders from Sephora, one on June 11th, and that included the NARS Summer Unrated Eyeshadow Palette, but that was a gift for Hannah, so that I'm not going to count towards my channel's budget. I don't have a budget, who am I kidding? It's not going to count towards the total amount. I bought the LYS Beauty No Limits Cream Bronzer and Contour Stick in the shade Motivate to the tune of $19. I bought the Kaja Play Bento Cream Bronzer Powder Blush and Highlight Sculpting Trio to the tune of $28 in the shade Butter Up. I also got the Kaja Beauty Bento Bouncy Eyeshadow Trio in Mauve Bouquet for $26, and the Kaja Don't Settle Concealer in O2 Banana Milk for $19. So that was basically for 2 videos. One was to kind of round out a clean beauty video concept that I was doing, the unboring clean beauty, and then the other one was to round out a mainly Kaja themed video that ended up becoming a Kaja and Thrive trying new makeup kind of video. And honestly, a lot of these things ended up becoming my favorite things. So I would say that this was an overall, you know, pretty, like, it turned out to be a pretty good purchase, even just for the sake of, you know, review. I think that the Don't Settle Concealer is not really anything to particularly write home about, mainly because the shade range is kind of lousy, but the other Kaja products really blew my mind, and that LYS Cream Bronzer is very good, even if it's not like the most perfect shade for me, and it's going to be also something that kind of pays dividends forward to my big overarching bronzer video that I'm doing. I made another order on June 27th from Sephora, and this included all Anastasia products. So This is still a little bit weird because I've gotten a lot of different information from you guys, all very valuable, and I'm very grateful for it, about Anastasia and where she versus her company kind of stand as far as what we chatted about. It was in my Tepid Takes video, and we were talking about how a lot of you guys want me to review the Nouveau palette, and one of my chief concerns there was actually the fact that I'm not a big fan of the Anastasia eyeshadow formula. I've always kind of used it as a benchmark of a formula that's so blendable it kind of blends away. But someone said that this is the first one that's actually a reformulation. So very, very curious there, and I thought that this was a good opportunity to go ahead and pick up more of the new things. We could put them all in like an Anastasia themed video. So I got the Anastasia Nouveau palette to the tune of $55. The Anastasia cream bronzer in Sun Kissed for $35. That's also going to go towards that overarching bronzer video. I got the Anastasia stick cream blush in Latte for $32, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills tinted gloss in Amber Sparkle, it looks very exciting, for $20. So before tax, that order totaled $142. With tax, it was $151.41. The only reason I didn't tell you the last one is because I can't do the math in my head of subtracting Hannah's palette from my order. So I'll just, you know, put it into the total as it is. But yeah, I feel like Zach Galifianakis in Live with the Purple Onion. I thought I told you. I don't know how to read. So far, just at Sephora for the month of June, we are at $251.23. Now I'm opening up my credit card app and I'm looking at the other places that I have ordered from, because I do order from the company's websites directly pretty often. Mainly because even Sephora exclusives usually get rolled out on the company's website a couple of days before they hit Sephora. So if I'm trying to get a new release really, really quickly, I will go through their website. All right, we're gonna go backwards because that's a lot easier for me. So I did just make an order from Victoria Beckham Beauty. I bought the Cheeky Posh, the new shade of her Cheeky Posh blush in the shade Fame for $42. I bought another shade of the Posh Gloss, which I love so very much. I got it in Fizz, and that was $28. And I used all of that as an excuse to pick up the lid luster that I have been swooning after, which is Starlight. It's like this really beautiful kind of olive green gold, and that was $36. So that totaled $113.03. Then on June 6th, we have an order from Space NK. So this is a good illustration, I feel like, of the kind of snarls that can happen when you're in this line of work. So I reached out to Charlotte Tilbury, my contact there, because I've only recently started receiving PR from them, and they sent me a bunch of skincare. I haven't actually gotten any makeup and PR from them, but they are so sweet. Oh my gosh. And so I reached out to them and I said, I've looked everywhere. I cannot find the bronzer, the new cream bronzer in shade 1. They said, we'll get back to you. But then it was a really long time. So someone else left me a comment on one of my videos and said that Space NK suddenly like actually had them in stock, and I bought shades 1 and 2 for the sake of review. That was really expensive. And then Charlotte Tilbury got back to me. The woman herself, no, her lovely, her name's Maggie, my contact there. She reached back out and she was like, good news, we found it, it's in the mail, here's your tracking number. So I now have 2 of the fairest shade and 1 of the deeper shade, but I didn't actually pay for one of the lighter ones, but I did end up buying 2 of them. So I made an order from Space NK, and that was where I got the other 2, and that was to the tune of $110 even. And then we have another order on June 3rd from Kierweiss, and that is for $55.44. I bought the beautiful tint. Now I'm going to go into PayPal because sometimes I pull things just straight from PayPal. On June 25th, I paid Chanel $122.62. I bought the Complexion Touch as well as the Le Beige blush, the liquid blush. On June 10th, I paid RMS Organics $63.98. And that was for the 2 blushes, one in Maiden's Blush and the other one in Hanky Panky. I made an order from Pat McGrath where I ordered 3 of her new blushes. That was on June 10th, and that was $115.16. I made an order from Chantecaille on June 3rd for $244.17. That was for the entire summer collection. So that is the 2 lipsticks, the new bronzing cream, and the new kind of, you know, eye and cheek bronzer. To a total of 25 new products that I purchased with my own money in the month of June, which we are not done with yet. It is only June the 29th. I cannot predict what's going to happen next. And that all cost me $1,075.63. That is the grand total. I am spending, at least in June, I spent over $1,000 on my channel and acquired almost a product a day. My God. Should we do May just for hilarity's sake? Let's do May. All right, in May, I made 3 orders from Sephora. One on May 4th, I ordered the Kaja Beauty Bento Bouncy Eyeshadow Trio in Rose Water for $26. I got the Laura Mercier Translucent Pure Setting Spray 16 Hour in not a color khaki, it's a setting spray, for $38. I got the iconic London Liquid Brow Silk Max Hold Gel for $24. The Fashion Fair Iconic Lipstick in Chocolate Raspberry for $26. Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Eyeshadow Sticks to the tune of $30 a piece. I bought in Nude Beach and Moonstone. The Bobbi Brown Crushed Lip Color in Buff for $29. The Bobbi Brown Skin Concealer Stick in Warm Ivory for $32. The Bobbi Brown Mini Highlighting Powder for $25, and the Bobbi Brown Mini Vitamin Enriched Face Base Priming Moisturizer for $20. So those were all for my Bobbi Brown video that I did. You know, it's kind of my beautifully boring makeup. Then I also ordered the Say Do Blush Liquid Cheek Blush in Chili because I thought that it was going to be the ultimate, you know, example of a Fjord's cheek. It ended up not being that. The iconic London Radiance Complexion Booster for $39, which I don't think is an original product. I think it's basically a copy of Sam Ravindal's Glow Lust. So, you know, buy the Glow Lust. And then I got a mini of the Armani Mini Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Oil-Free Foundation in the shade 3 for $44, all totaling $401.99. Off to a roaring start. The next one was on May 17th. I feel like this is kind of like Hannah's video, except that this is all to me. Like, none of this is stuff that I lust after. I could, and I know that I'm lying to myself to some extent, because I think that it probably might, there would be things I wouldn't want to part with that would still be more than I would ever use. But if someone were to force my hand, I would probably keep, you know, 10% of this stash for myself. It is stuff that I give away regularly when it is no longer serving its purpose for a review. It's not going to waste. And also, I don't have what I would consider to be a makeup buying problem. This is purely for my channel. I have a clothes buying problem. I know what a buying problem looks like. So the next order was 2 things. It was the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin. I got this in the shade 1 because I had already gotten the translucent. So that was $36, and I bought myself something that had been on back order and never got sent as part of the Sephora sale, which was a re-up of my Fresh Life perfume, and that was $95. So, and it's massive. It's like sitting right there. And so that order was $129.01. And some of these I am actually getting like a $10 off, you know, because of points and things like that. And then I made one more order on May 25th, and that was re-upping my Coco Mino Marula Cream Conditioner from Drunk Elephant, my Coco Mino Glossing Shampoo from Drunk Elephant. Those are both $25. I got the Rose Inc Solar Infusion Moisturizing Cream Bronzer in Parrot Bay for $36, and the Laguna Bronzing Cream in Laguna 01 from NARS for $38. Those are for my big bronzer video, and I've also used them in, you know, actual videos that were more dedicated to them specifically. And then I also got the Drunk Elephant TLC Glycolic Body Lotion. These are all things that I absolutely like live by. So I'm only going to count the 2 bronzers because the other ones are kind of just re-ups of my own stuff, you know? So $80.29. We are at a total of $611.29 just at Sephora this for May. So now we go to my bank account again. My camera died, so my framing changed, that's why. All right, I have $54 to Makeup by Mario. That was when I bought the new cream bronzer as well as the Bronzite crystal topper, the reflector topper. I have a purchase in store at Ulta, and that was $284.69. I got the Tweezerman Rose Gold Slant Tweezers, which cost per use are already like in the fractions of a cent for me. The MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Magic Radiance, so I used the crap out of that. The Clinique Pop Lip Color in Punch Pop, that was $8. Sorry, I haven't said the prices. The Tweezermans were $23. The MAC Fix Plus Magic Radiance is $34. Clinique Pop Lip Color in Punch Pop was $20. Line Out Loud, or Line Loud, lip liner in Hottie Hijacker by, I think that's NYX. A NYX lip liner? Not sure. The Living Proof PhD Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. Swear by it. Absolutely amazing. $30. The Laura Mercier Blush in Sangria for $32. It ended up being a little dark for me. Not my favorite. NARS Summer Unrated Eyeshadow Palette that I bought for myself. That was $59. I use the crap out of that. The Tula Mineral Magic Oil Free Sunscreen, which is my obsession, and that is $38. And Fenty Puppy Eyes Fly Pencil Eyeliner for $23. Highly recommend. It is, to me, better than the bronze Victoria Beckham eyeliner. I just like the color better. So again, that totaled $284.69. We are, for May, already at $949.98. I made an order from Typology, and that was, I think, 3 of the cheek colors and 2 of the new lip oils at the time, and that totaled $114.70. And looking at PayPal, it looks like I didn't run anything directly from my bank account as far as purchases for May. So May totals $1,064.68. So that's within a couple of bucks of what I spent in June. So if I'm averaging this out, that means that I'm spending close to $13,000 a year reinvesting my money back, like if I were to just extrapolate from that. So yeah, I got 24 new items for my channel in May at $1,064.68 and 25 new items for my channel in June for $1,075.63. So let me know, guys, does this differ from what you would have expected from a channel of my size? Like, do you ever wonder like what a creator in 2022 makes or how much they spend on their channel? Like, I'm telling you guys, it is so much more expensive to maintain a channel like this and keep up with new releases and everything. And it also should tell you that this is why it's my job to take on that expense, and that you should never try to keep up with someone who's acquiring 25 new pieces of makeup every month. You don't ever aspire to have like a collection like mine, because I'm telling you, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. Looking at those numbers is overwhelming. If this wasn't my job, that would never be something that would be my reality. So it's a nice little reality check for all of us, and honestly, like, it's about probably what I thought. I didn't really expect it to be that consistent month to month though. So let me know if you guys want me to do this every month. We'll see kind of where we are on par with it. And like, I also like kind of talking to you guys about how I plan out like what the items are going to be used for. You know, it's like, okay, it's going to be for one video and then it's going to be for a future roundup kind of thing, or like whether it ended up being what I thought it was going to and stuff like that. And my Anastasia package just arrived. I just got a notification on my phone, so I'm gonna go open that and play with it because I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't tried anything from Anastasia in probably since 2019, so pretty excited to see how that goes. But yeah, guys, let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want me to keep doing these in the future, and if you did like it, do give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you guys did. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.